Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. This is Paul Obrantz with This Week in Interest Rates. We have a lot to talk about today. It really feels like the market is starting to take a turn, and really that has a lot to do with interest rates starting to come down. Is that good news? Is that bad news? By the end of this little show here, you may have mixed feelings about it because we do have a crisis with homes, and it's not interest rates. It's going to be supply. So we're going to get into that here real quick. But you know how I always want to start off? I always want to start off by thanking everybody that sent over referrals and also this time of year that have donated toys to our toy drive. I want to thank you and just let you know that you have some pretty good skills. So thank you for that. That's absolutely awesome. Speaking of toy drive, this is an invite on December 9th. We are bringing in a really awesome Santa Claus. We're going to have a place for you to take pictures with your family, invite your family, your friends. It's for everybody. We just want to spread some holiday cheer. It is a toy drive as well. If you want to bring a toy, up to about $25 between ages of 5 and 15, we'd gladly appreciate it, but it's not necessary. So please, if you don't have a toy, that's okay. We still want to see you there. Speaking of toys, we're already starting to get our toys are starting to arrive. And these are the ones right here that have been sent from you, our clients. And I just wanted to say thank you guys. It really means, I wish I could post pictures of seeing the kids grab those toys. Because if you could see what I've seen, you would do this every year and you would join me in this cause in making sure that every child that we can reach has a wonderful holiday season. All right, let's go ahead and dive into interest rates. This is what we're talking about. We're starting to see things start to change. All interest rates shown here are down. VA, FHA, conventional, refinance, everything is on a downward trend. And it's been that way for about 2 or 3 weeks. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about the impacts of that here shortly. Is this good news? Is this bad news? Well, if you're a homeowner, I think this is great news. If you're a home buyer, you may think it's good news, but we'll see. Just hang in there with me. I'm going to take you down a little path here. Now, if you're my client and you're thinking about refinancing, you're not sure when to pull the trigger and say yes, why don't we set up a hopes and dreams conversation? We'll just dial in and make sure that we target your exact rate you're looking for, and I'll keep you updated as the rates start to change. Speaking of news here, new home sales. This came in, I believe, last week. This is for October 2023, month over month. New home sales are down by 5.6% year over year. It's up 17.7%. But why I'm showing this slide specifically is I want you to notice their median sales price has dropped 3.1% month over month. Now, the media is going to make this sound like the housing market is coming down. Appreciation is coming down. Or the housing prices are depreciating. But interestingly enough, median home sales is not a measurement of inflation. Rather, it's the middle point of where all homes have sold, meaning half of the homes sold above 409 and the other half sold below 409. If anything, a declining median sales price will indicate that there's been more activity in the lower markets than in the upper markets, which if you take a look at where interest rates were in October at 8%, and people having to make those moves in those upper priced houses, they're really not making that move because the cost of the move is so much, where in the lower or first time home buyer section, you're seeing a lot more activity. So that actually makes a lot of sense and is not an indicator of depreciation. However, Case-Shiller Home Price Index, this does measure home price inflation or appreciation or depreciation. And in September, it represents a new all-time high for national home values with recovery in home prices broadly based. What that means is we're starting to see Las Vegas, Detroit, Miami, and nationally, month over month, these bigger cities are starting to gain appreciation as well. What's fueling the decrease in interest rates now is the personal consumption expenditures, or PCE. Now, this is the Fed's favorite measure of inflation, and inflation is the kryptonite to 30-year fixed rate mortgages. And as we start seeing inflation decline, interest rates are following, and that's exactly what we're starting to see in this market. Now, pending home sales. So now we know rates are starting to decline because inflation is following. Now let's take a look at pending home sales. See, this is where the true crutch of the problem of the home crisis is going to come from is right here. Year over year, it's down 8.5%. Month over month, it's at 1.5% or decrease in houses pending home sales. It is vital. This is from Lawrence Yun. It is vital that we continue to focus on boosting housing supply by all means in all corners of the country over the coming months. The biggest fear I have, and I'm going to share with you in a second, is that as interest rates start to decline, more buyers are going to get out there. And if there's if there's no more houses to buy, what do you think is going to happen? Housing prices are going to continue to increase. Let me give you a great example here. And I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller here so you can see it. Right. So let's say yesterday. So this is about a week ago when rates are at 7.875. You had a client that, you were thinking of buying a house at 600,000, putting 20% down with an interest rate of 7.875. You were bummed, but you know what? I could do this and my mortgage payment's 3,480. So now you mentally have accepted that's going to be your mortgage payment. Now let's say rates fall to 6%. Now, of course, people would rather pay a lower monthly payment, but if the competition starts to build, their buying power goes up tremendously, because take a look at what they could buy at what purchase price. Take a guess at what purchase price they could buy if rates was 6% to keep that same payment of $3,480. Check this out. $725,000. Their buying power has gone up $125,000. So every market we're going to have our pros and cons. When the rates were twos, people were overbidding. People are paying $100,000 over. When rates are higher, you don't have as much competition. However, you're getting your closing costs paid for. So each market has its pros and cons. You just need to know what they are so you can navigate this market the best of your ability. And that's what all this is about. All right. If you want to donate a toy, go to www.cleartoclosetoys.com. That's www.cleartoclosetoys.com. I wish I had a song like that Cars for Kids song. That's really catchy. I love that. But we'll stick with this. This is a great one here. All right, hopes and dreams. I have one more announcement and an invite after this hopes and dreams. If you're thinking of buying, if you can't make your mortgage payments, if you're struggling and you don't want to go through the application, or maybe you do, but if you pull your credit, let's schedule a conversation. Let's see how we can best help you out, put you on a great plan for you and your family. Lastly, this is a personal invite to you. We are hosting here in my office over the next 6 days, starting tomorrow, Date with Destiny. I absolutely love this program. And the benefit of being virtual, we're able to host it at our office, invite our family and friends. You're invited if you want to come for one day, if you want to come for all 6. If you have questions about it, feel free to reach out. I would absolutely love to have you. So with that's it. That's what I got for you today. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye now.